小酌一场没有终点的梦，又能怎样？香烟从未散场，又怎样？纵然百孔千疮，只能够战胜残酷，只能去圈住迷途。他要走的每一步，不犹豫，不彷徨。这夜的星光长什么模样？用善良捍卫原则立场。多滚烫，燃烧着理想，能调御锋芒。别沮丧，那些失望梦想，都终将绽放，终将绽放。
Hold the door, please! Whoa!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't see you when I pushed the button.
It's okay, no worries. Oh, thank you.
Here you go.
Yes,
Which
thank
floor,
you.
please?
19th floor, please.
Oh.
Oh. You pressed the 19 too?
Yeah.
You see, that's where our law firm is. You're here for counsel?
Well, sort of.
So, have you found a lawyer yet?
Not yet.
How about if I counsel you? Huh? Hello, I'm Dai Xi, Luo Bing's assistant from Chun Law Firm.
My pleasure.
It's so nice to meet you.
Well then, shall we talk here? Or we could go to a cafe?
Your choice.
I never knew that you could be so accommodating.
Well, that isn't always the case.
So what you're saying is that I should make sure I'm on your good side, right?
Look, I know that you don't like me. But leave Luo Qi alone.
It's not like that. Although you were the one who made me lose a client. I don't blame you. I really should have been better than that.
Fine. If you're willing, you can come work for us. I'll refer you some clients. Even some of my very own.
To work at your firm would basically mean that I'm not going to take the case of your sister.
Right. Because Rong is our client.
But you know that your sister could get a different lawyer, too.
You and Luo Qi had an agreement to purchase a house, right? Now that you're back together, then you can finally do what you planned before. So, Luo Qi should really give the house money back to Ji.
Hey, we have to be clear before anything else. It's alimony.
It doesn't matter. Because as long as you agree, I can persuade Rong to revoke.
Whether she does or not, she is never going to win.
If you're so sure that you'll win against Rong, then why are you making Luo Qi sue you?
It's simple. I happen to be a lawyer too. I almost lost my career. So I feel the need to prove myself.
What will you do? When the time comes that Xiao An's grown up, and then she finds out that you're the one who harmed her father, she will hate you.
I don't care about that. I mean, she's not my own child.
I'll tell Luo Qi you said that. I will tell her that you don't really care about her daughter.
Go and tell her. She's not going to believe you. Because I'm doing a good job.
And what if I showed this to her? Would she believe it then? I'll give it to GU too. And he's going to get custody. Because for Xiaoan to have a stepfather like you, that's not a healthy upbringing for her. We should really learn from our mistakes. But you seem to keep making the same ones. Don't you think so? So, have a good talk with Luo Qi, okay?
Listen to me. You can do whatever it is you want. As long as you can bear to break your sister's heart.
Not me. I'm just here to consult for my friend. Huh?
Right, it's for your friend.
Uh-huh.
So your friend really likes art. So he used the money from his family to study art instead of law. Now the money's gone and he wants to ask for some more. But his family learned the truth and they won't give him some more, correct?
It's my dad who doesn't agree. My mom is totally okay with it. She never forces me. But my dad is very oppressive. What I meant was my friend's father. So my friend wants to know now how he can complete his studies. He's a year away from graduating, but his dad won't give him another cent.
Well, here's the thing. Because you, your friend, lied to his father, which really angered the man, well, your friend's to blame.
Oh, but you don't know how my dad is. He's ridiculously stubborn. We have to listen to him. Even my mom does too. If I had told him from the start that I wanted to learn art and not law, he would have been very furious and wouldn't have given me money.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Then there's nothing you can do to make your dad pay for your tuition.
Well, he's not willing to, but my mom is willing. It's just, my mom's not in good health. She hasn't worked in years. So all the money is my dad's. He's the one who earned it. But like I said, this case is really about my friend.
Yes, I know. Let me tell you this. Even though your mother doesn't work anymore, and your father makes all the money he earns is considered common property. Just because your mom didn't work doesn't mean she can't spend it and she can't decide on it. That money is hers as well. Oh, even if they're divorced, at least half of it would belong to your mother.
Yes, bye.
I'm just telling you that there is a very slight possibility, and that's
Yes,
all.
I understand.
It's not
Thank you.
final, it's a small possibility. Oh, hi, Director.
Bye.
Dad.
Come on, let us talk.
Thanks a lot.
But how could you suggest that he try to split their assets?
I didn't know he was his son! Lena, but why didn't you tell me about
I thought
it?
you knew about it.
But how could I have known he was his
Even
son?
if you didn't know, you can't just recommend somebody's parents to divorce.
No, because he said that his father was really controlling and that his mother had to do whatever his father says.
You believed it? That Yahao is a real handful. He has no gratitude to his parents. His mom's been sick for years but kept it from him so he could focus on his studies. Then what? He took his girlfriend on a world trip and told them he was interning.
Look, I am an adult, so I have every right to live the life that I want, and I don't care if I'm poor.
Yes, you're right! You're already over 18 years old! You're a full-fledged adult! You have to be responsible! Listen, from now on, you will be in charge of your living expenses! Understood?
Come back here. This way.
Yes. Your dear son just left. Well, I was actually out the whole morning. Listen, I didn't cut him off because he doesn't want to listen to me. He needs to really grow up.
Primary school friends, first boyfriend. What in the world is this?
Come on, you can read it.
You all filled it out?
Ours are simple. Didn't take long. We're done.
Ex-boyfriends, past flings, even crushes. Just fill it out.
This is already breach of privacy.
Huh? What's up with the boss lately? Seems like he's really distracted. He's almost never here.
Why haven't I seen Luo Bing today?
He'll be here later.
Can you please tell him that I have matters to deal with at home, so he's in charge? I don't want to have to call him about this.
Yes. If he needs you, can he call you?
In any case, don't answer. Let him decide.
Hey! Are you done with your forms? But you said we have the whole day. You need the whole day? Do you have that many relations? Will it take till the end of the day? But I have a trial today.
I have a question.
What?
But isn't this an invasion of privacy to ask for all this information from us? In this part, there are so many personal questions. For example, primary school friends, our first boyfriend, and even all our previous crushes. Wouldn't we need permission from the other parties before we could even divulge that?
I can't believe it. You dare publicly oppose me?
No, I'm not, Mr. He.
I've always been curious about your background. Since you're refusing to fill out the form, it must be because you have something to hide from everyone.
Mr. He, I really think you should see a psychiatrist right now. You're showing typical
Stop
signs
talking! Just get out now! Throw the form I gave, huh? You're fired! No matter what your history is, or where you're going, let it be known that if I'm here, then you can't be here. Either you go, or I do. Get out!
Lan Lan turned him down.
Well, he can't just take it out on us.
I think you're right. He does need to see a psychiatrist. It seems he's not okay at this point, huh? Just avoid him. When Luo Bing gets back, he'll handle this.
Thank you.
You're saying Dai Xi suggested that you and Taoyu a divorce? No way. That's impossible. Don't worry about it. Yes, I'm at the firm. I'll ask her. You can't keep protecting her. You protected me all those years. Ha! So you admit you're protecting her. Well, she's a good person, so I do it. If she really makes a slip-up, I'll tell her to leave at once. But there's a chance that Jiao Hao misunderstood. Don't worry. I'll ask, okay? Send Dai Xi to my office.
His sire just fired her.
What? Is this because of Jiao Hao?
Oh, you know? Who told you? Was it Feng Yin? What did he say? Does he want to fire Dai Xi?
He doesn't. Why did Hesai fire her?
He lost control. She tried to talk back to him. She was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You weren't there to see how crazy Hesai acted. Good thing that we have gun control laws, for if not, he might have found one, and then the office would be full of corpses.
Now, who wrote this? Starting from primary school? What's the purpose of this?
Hesai made that.
He's gone nuts.
That's what I told you, Luo Bing. So I really think you shouldn't manage the assistants.
Then who should?
Well, how about you manage them?
Lena, that's not funny.
Do I look like I'm joking right now? You weren't there to witness it.
No, I know. Because Husai gets moods like that once every month.
This was the worst of his life.
You've known him his whole life?
Lately, you always refute me no matter what I tell you.
I'm not refuting you. What I mean is he has nothing. No friends, no girlfriend, no family, no kids. Work is all he has. If you take away the assistance, then he'll have no reason to live.
So you'll stand by and watch? Should I be telling Dai Xi to start packing up her things and leave?
Letting him manage the assistance isn't standing by and watching. Tell Dai Xi to continue working. Husai has no right to fire her.
Yes, I told her that.
Thank you.
But Husai also said he won't compromise this time. Either she goes or he does.
All right. On my way. I can't talk.
Just 5 minutes.
I really can't talk.
Husai,
Dad had a stroke.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. This is all so sudden.
Because you stood up to him?
To my father, that's betrayal.
How can it be that? It was just differing opinions.
You wouldn't get it.
Huh? You're back.
Yeah.
I was just about to call you up.
So what's up?
Just packing.
You're leaving? You two patch things up?
He begged me, Dai Xi. Come on. Stop moping like that. I'm just getting married. Thank you. Oh. What's wrong? Give me a hug. Come on. You and my Faye broke up. Tell me why.
I don't know either. But for a while we just kept on fighting.
It's the same thing that's happening with our case. Later, my parents said that if we don't get married, then we'll just break up. So what now? Dai Xi, go answer the call. Do you feel awkward? I'll let you be. Come on. This is a normal thing. Don't be shy, huh?
Oh, sorry, excuse me.
Where in the world are you,
Sis,
huh? Oh,
is Dad okay?
he got here in time.
What did they say?
It's no big deal. Mom's also there.
How about you take her home? I'll stay with him.
Okay, but did you have to fight with him?
I didn't do that. Huh? I didn't fight with him. He fought with me.
Can't you just go easy on him? Can't you see he's already old?
Right. Now that he's getting old, why can't he just stay at home and lounge in the garden? Or join other old people in square dancing? But he's still running around, right? He's still counseling people and still going to hearings.
You know that's not going easy on him. What are you saying, huh?
I'm telling the truth.
Well, the truth hurts, so maybe you shouldn't tell the truth anymore. Here's what Mom said, that at the hearing, right in front of all those people, you opposed him!
Sis, you know it's called a hearing for a reason, right? And there, you're supposed to listen to what others have to say. Everybody sits down, huh? And after that, you can share your opinion. That's how it goes.
If you need to discuss anything, you and Dad can sit down, right? But with so many people, he'd be so embarrassed!
I'm a lawyer, correct? I have to express my opinions. If he didn't want me to be in a hearing, he shouldn't have forced me to study law, right? He shouldn't in the first place have forced me to go to law school.
Law school this and law school that. If he didn't do that, you would be a tour guide now!
And if I was, that would be great, huh? I'd love it.
You're here to argue with me?
No, I'm not. I'm explaining to you.
Fine, then explain it to me and I'll try to understand whatever you tell me. But promise me you won't try to explain things to Dad, okay? Just look at how old he is.
He's always been like that. You can't talk to him. He doesn't listen to anyone because all he really wants is for us to listen to him.
If you're going to be like that, don't go in. Listen up, if you go in there, then you can just say this. Sorry, Dad, I was wrong. If you can't, don't go in. Wait out here.
Oh, there you are. Please sit.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
Yes, I do.
You do.
Well, to save time, I'll tell you why I think you're here. First, don't expect my client to revoke. I already advised her not to, so she won't. Second, Hasai is a grown-up. He should know how to control his emotions.
First, I am not here to debate with you if Hasai is an adult. Next, it's a lawyer's duty to tell their client when a case is risky.
The only risk we are facing here is if we lose the case, we won't get the money that Jiyu gave to his ex. But this is what I told my client. Tell me if it sounds right. If we don't go to court on this, we'll never ever get the money back. So we might as well try to retrieve it, and maybe if we're lucky, we will get a judge who has an ex that he hates too. Then we can get the money back. Even just some of it. Worst that could happen is we don't get the money and that's it.
That's not the worst at all.
What's worse would be if we lose this particular tricky case, Jiyu would lose custody of Xiaoan, then it's possible that Xiaoan would hate her father because of this, and then she would put the blame on her stepmother. But there's an even worse scenario, and we have already thought of it. You and Jiyu are married, and you also don't have a prenup. Now that means that all post-marriage income, including your own personal investments in their interest, any paper assets you have, all alimony that you received or should have received by this time, bankruptcy compensation, are your common property.
I've decided. I can accept a divorce.
Clients will often say these things when they are emotional. But as a lawyer, your job is not to take opportunities to incite hatred.
But I didn't do that. The only thing I did here was try to help my client avoid further loss of her interests.
Her interests. But they're not just financial at all, because many other things have value too. There are emotional interests.
But some emotions are worthless and just end up hurting you. So just like a tumor, you better get rid of it.
Xiaoan is now a tumor?
I mean your sister, Luoqi.
Luoqi is Jiyu's ex-wife.
She's a tumor to a marriage.
Now don't forget that they have a child
You
together.
absolutely need to extract the tumor before you can recover from it.
Look, what I'm trying to say is that it's very possible to get rid of the tumor you are saying, without actually destroying the marriage.
Well, I believe they have to get rid of the dead marriage so they can move on.
So the woman just came to ask you about her assets, and you actually advised her to get a divorce from her husband. Is that what you learned in law school?
I learned law at one of the world's very best schools. On our first day, we were told that marriage hasn't always been around, that marriage is a system that we created. In the beginning, all of us lived in communal societies.
You know you're talking about the Stone Age, right? That's prehistory. Get to the point.
Let me explain it. The point is, marriage is only a procedure created by flawed human beings, so it contains many flaws. In later iterations, it was even thoroughly revised where the revision process of marriage law in particular was carried out in a separate manner. Let me say that not every country has divorce. Only modern civilized countries allow their people the freedom for that.
Your conclusion is, as a lawyer, suggesting divorce is not immoral at all.
I believe that it's completely moral to divorce a man who is nothing but scum.
You know you can't just judge a man and tell that he's scum, especially when you don't even know him.
I didn't just judge. I thought about it very hard. I don't need to know him. I can tell he's scum. So you don't think he is? He gave his wife's money to his ex.
Lannan, I think you should take some time to reread marriage law, focusing on the parts about just how our law divides spousal property and the explanation behind that too. Also, let me tell you this. You shouldn't take civil cases. Because your thoughts about marriage and immature outlook impede you from offering the client useful advice.
You want to discourage me. Listen, I would rather be called immature. I would rather be biased towards marriage than advise my client to revoke our case, unless Wachi pays her back.
Yes, I agree. I agree. I have a condition that you cannot tell my sister about this. And you and your client will need to sign an NDA right away, and you can never sue Luochi for the same reason.
But you also have to persuade Luochi to revoke as well, and write us a settlement.
I got it.
Hope they can be friends forever.
Draft the settlement.
You draft it and send it to me by 10 tomorrow.
Or else?
Or else I'll pretend we never had this conversation.
Lan. You and Hasai are really made for each other.
Oh, in what regard?
In every way. Especially on how vicious you both are.
I know what you're going to tell me. That you helped my sister win a very big case. And you were the one who got me my first case at Shenzhen, but I don't show you...
Any respect? No. Nothing that amazing. But you and Hasai... you should really be together.
Come.
What now?
Get out.
Wait, why
Look,
should
I don't want Jiran to get the wrong idea.
Just listen.
I don't want to. Don't come over here every time you fight. I'm not the police. Just get out.
It's not about us, okay? It's my grandpa.
Your grandpa? What about him?
He got cheated again.
What happened this time? Huh?
Where to start? It has a bit to do with Chiran. More specifically, I should say that it has to do with the family of Chiran.
But they're wealthy. Tell me more.
The main business of Chiran's family is healthcare products. Let me show you something. These supplements are supposed to have anti-aging effects, and they're quite costly. He spent hundreds of thousands.
So that's how he got scammed?
When he was in the home, he met a man. He must be part of the scam. He was able to convince him to get a checkup where he met a salesperson who told my grandpa that his blood pressure was high, which means he can have a stroke. He then recommended these supplements, which were expensive, but that was actually the sale price.
So he bought all of them?
He did.
Wait, but why would he have that amount of money with him?
He didn't have the money with him. The salesperson was really nice and took my grandpa to the bank to make a transfer. His account happens to be connected to mine. So when I saw that much money was missing, I thought that someone had hacked him.
Did you report it?
I think it wasn't only my grandfather who got duped with this scheme. I think they have scammed so many.
Did you ask Jiran?
She said this is how her dad made his fortune, and that she also trusts him. But she also said that if my grandfather feels like he got ripped off in any way, she'll return his money. It's not about that. The thing is, my grandfather has already been brainwashed here.
You are not asking me to sue your future father-in-law because they're selling fake products, are you?
Mr. Chi is a client of Long Ke,
and a friend of Director Liao's.
Yes, I know that. Director Liao also introduced you two. So you can't get involved in this matter and you need someone else to do it for you, correct?
You can refuse. But they're harming people. And will harm many more.
Hello. Listen, I'm the caretaker of Mr. Mai, and he bought many supplements from your company. The reason I came here today is to ask about these products that he purchased.
Oh, I'm sorry. You have to ask the sales associate who sold them to him.
I already called him. He's on vacation.
Then you'll have to wait till he comes back.
You're a very large company, so you can't just put the blame on a sales associate every time a customer of yours has a problem.
Wait, please hold on.
Dai Xi? I heard that you got fired.
You heard wrong. I wasn't.
Psst, that's not true, because a lot of people saw it happen. Sit.
How do you even know what happens at our law firm?
I thought that you and I would meet once again, but in a very dramatic way.
I'll be direct with you.
Wait. Are you sure this is not just an excuse?
Do you mean that I might be using this to get back at you?
Well, can I blame you? Because after you and my Faye had broken up, we started dating.
That has nothing to do with scamming old people at all.
But we haven't done such a thing. We're a health supplement company who cares about our seniors' health. Our data shows that those using our products have longer lifespan than others.
Your data are all fake. I know you rigged it.
Dai Xi, I understand if you're mad at me.
Look, I came here because I want to learn about all your products.
I'm sorry. You're not our client. We only provide services to people 60 and up. You're a bit too young.
Just to be clear, I came here to protect the rights of senior citizens.
You read the agreement?
I sent it to Rong.
When can we sign?
Did Luo Qi read it?
I sent it to her lawyer.
Tell Wong Li now's the last chance to settle this matter, and after this, we're not open to discussions.
You told Rong too, right?
Of course I did. She said, if possible, have Hasai read it.
Why does he need to read it?
Because we trust him. He always checks all important documents. Tell him to hurry up. Feng Yin says he's busy with personal things, so he left.
And Dai Xi?
Not here. Liu Jiamin's in there.
Hi, Jiamin.
Oh, it was quite urgent, so I came straight down.
Not that urgent, I think. Otherwise, you would have called me up right away.
Look, the reason I came down is because I don't want our firm knowing about this issue we have.
Okay, tell me, what's wrong?
Your assistant is actually suing my client.
Do you mean Dai Xi?
Don't pretend you don't know.
I really don't know. Which client is it?
Chija Longevity Club. Come on, call Dai Xi in here. Ask her yourself.
Call her right now?
Yes, because I don't want us to have any misunderstanding or what about this.
Jiamin, I never lie.
You're a lawyer, and your job is to basically lie on behalf of your client.
Maybe in other countries they do that. But the law in our country clearly dictates that if a lawyer knowingly lies, then they will lose their license.
You are now such a stickler like Hasai.
No. But Hasai is.
Oh, you're a man of principles, yeah?
That's right.
I looked it up. It's not just us. A lot of other families are saying the same thing. One man has little chance against them. A company has their own lawyers and consultants, including ones just for dealing with complaints from clients. But clients? They're on their own. They have to work first. All they can do is complain online when they have free time. Then what? Their posts get deleted after the company send them a cease and desist order.
Hold on. If we can find more people who want to sue them, and we work together, we have a chance.
Yes, you're right. Okay, see you.
All right, bye-bye. Ma'am.
Yesterday was Feng, now it's Liao Jiamin. Every day there's someone complaining about you.
I really didn't know that guy was Director Feng's son.
Even so, you can't advise people that their parents can divorce.
What if they said that their dad controls them, doesn't support them, doesn't care about his dream and his dying wife? I'm sorry. I'll apologize right away to Director Feng.
All right. Liao Jiamin told me about the supplements. If you really think that you were scammed by a company, you can get a refund. But you must sign an NDA promising
Hold
that...
on. I've already gathered over a dozen people who are asking for a refund.
Who told you to do that?
Huh?
Who told you to do that?
Well, you said so yourself. You said a professional scammer won't just scam one person. So I thought back to that, and then I...
Fine. Let's reiterate something. You're my assistant. Your job is to accomplish the tasks that I give you. Is that clear?
Well, the recent task you gave me was to look into Wrong, and yes, I did that. I didn't agree with your means, but I followed what you told me. I sent the report to your email last night, and it shows that you've read it.
I read it. And I drafted the agreement myself. You should have done it, since you had time.
Draft what? A settlement?
I sent you to look into her to find a solution so we could easily settle matters. What were you thinking?
Then, did she sign the agreement you made?
No. She wants her side to review it.
I knew she'd ask that. Because in the report I sent you, I stated very clearly that all her important documents are reviewed by her side before anything. In other words, her side's her personal legal consultant. But not just this time. This time, her side was busy with Two-Face case, so she went to Lan for help. I never thought that it would have blown up like this. Let me tell you that I'm quite sure that Wrong doesn't really approve of Lan, because if she's not someone who trusts others, that's related to her family background.
You don't need to repeat everything that was written on your report.
Oh.
Hesai's father, Mr. He Jiayi, passed away.
When did he die?
Just now?
Yes?
Wrong's ready to settle.
Great. Then I'll go ahead and contact the lawyer of Luo Qi.
I already did that. He's here with me. There are details to discuss.
Go and bring him to a meeting room. We will talk.
I'm sorry, but all the rooms are full.
We don't have a free meeting room, but we won't take long.
Wait. I booked one for Dai Xi.
Oh, right. I did ask Lena to book the boardroom for me.
The boardroom. Go now. Why would you need that room? Tell me, did you book the room for the seniors who were scammed?
Yes.
Cancel it now. Don't say anything. Like I said, you're my assistant. Do as I say.
But what I made was a social post. I can't tell them one by
Then
one.
delete the post and apologize. Simple, right? Or say you were hacked. What's the problem? We don't have time. We must sign now.
And why are we rushing?
Because we just received a call from the court. Trial is on Monday. That is, if we settle legally.
Well, we're not going to lose.
We're not talking about who will win or lose. Like any other case. If it isn't clear, what we're discussing now is an agreement.
Then that means that both GU and Wrong will have to sign.
Then that means I have to renegotiate with my client about it first.
There's nothing to negotiate. That's because your client and GU are spouses. So in the case that Wrong signs this and doesn't sue for the same reason, well then she can always get GU to sue.
Gio's not like that. You don't know him.
I know people. And people change. Do you know that emperors have replaced crown princes with mere concubines? Rongrong is pregnant now. What if Jiyu takes a liking to the child? Then you know what? Jiyu is going to turn around and make Luo Qi pay.
You won't do that.
We won't sign.
Where's your integrity?
Let me tell you about integrity. Why would Rongrong agree to sign with Luo Qi in the first place?
Simple, it's because she can't win the case.
No, because Luo Ben promised this to her. If she signed, then he'd pay back the money.
Lan Lan.
一想到你呀，白天和黑夜都没留意，因为有了你，因为有了你，一切都有了意义，才更懂得见，也有被依靠的力气，才疲倦的心，一想到你，也就会幸福洋溢。因为有了你，一切都有了意义，才更懂得见，也有被依靠的力气，才疲倦的心。